Alright.
Thank the gods. When I saw the Dracolich attack the ship, I was afraid there'd be no survivors. What brings you to Neverwinter in such troubled times? Adventure? I can guarantee. Riches? Up to you. As you may have noticed, Neverwinter's under attack. The necromancer Valindra is assaulting the city with her undead legions. Plenty of opportunities for an aspiring adventurer to make a fortune.
Press Z to toggle it
Search
on
the
and
wreckage
off.
along the shore.
Waypoints appear on the
It's
map to
dangerous
mark your
to go
quest
unarmed right
objectives.
now. When you finish, head up to the camp at the top of the hill. They've got a nice warm fire up there. You'll feel better once you've dried out.
Okay, let's go ahead and go along here.
Press F to interact with characters and objects.
Okay, so F twice takes all.
Press I to open your inventory.
Yeah.
Double-click an item to equip it.
Oh, it's double clicking this. Okay. Makes sense.
Press the Alt key to toggle mouse cursor and mouse look modes.
Oop, 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 oop. Oop, oop.
The quest tracker displays current quest objectives.
Okay. And we're wrong.
Campfires or rest zones where out-of-combat players may heal.
Let's go ahead and go over. And then let's see if I can't break this. Okay.
Good to meet you. It's good to see someone survive the attack on the ship. Although we stopped Valindra's main force, the battle is
And then
far
how I'm
from
doing
over.
that is I'm
The
pushing the
battlefield is
actual
crawling
one
with
button.
mindless undead who lost their masters in the fighting. To make matters worse, the enemy is raising our dead to use against us. Acolyte Naaman is performing a ritual of Kelimvor
Left
to
click to
lay the
launch
newly
magic
dead to
missile.
rest.
Single enemy.
That is sure to draw an attack here.
Here.
I must stay
Your
and make
reticule
sure
over
Naaman
objects and
finishes
enemies
the
to
ritual.
target them.
Could you search the battlefield for any wounded we
Powers
missed
build
and
stacks
send them
of
here?
arcane mastery. Each stack
After you finish
increases
with the
your
wounded,
arcane damage.
go to Del McCourt's camp and tell him our situation.
That's really annoying that that text over that, but whatever. Okay, so that's interesting how that works. And
I need healing!
there we go.
Be careful out there!
Yeah, if there's any problems with the stream, whoever's watching, if you're watching, let me know.
Careful out there!
That was... Haha, teleport.
Help me! I need to find a cleric!
And... And it looks like I can't move while I'm attacking. And it looks like there is a... It's pretty decent maximum range on the attack. Currently it's the only attack I have right now. we have range level 2.
Level Up Guide displays everything you get for leveling up. It may also offer important
Control.
quests.
New at-will power. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at all the at-will powers and stuff for the control wizard to see what we're getting into here. Let's go ahead and start with just the at-will, and then we'll move to the counter powers, daily powers. And I'll just kind of go over everything here. First up, Magic Missile. At will, 80-foot range. Blast your enemy with arcane damage. The third cast strikes 3 times and adds a stack of arcane mastery to you. Ray of Frost, even. At will, 80-foot range, 5 to 6 cold damage. Channel a powerful beam of frost at your target, continuously adding chill stacks and eventually freezing them when you reach 6 stacks. And that one doesn't list damage. Magic Missile level 2, Ray of Frost level 2, Chilling Cloud. Attack your target with a swarm of ice crystals. The third hit of this power also damages enemies near your target, briefly reducing their attack damage and adding chill. And scroll down. More Magic Missile and Ray of Frost. Paragon power. You will have a choice here when you choose your Paragon path at level 30. And then that's just another Chilling Cloud. Okay. And then that's class. Chilling Presence. Increase the damage you deal by 2% for each stack of chill on your target. Interesting. Orb of Imposition. Increase the duration of your control powers by 10%. And then Paragon level stuff. Teleport, Bold, Nimble Reach, Arcane Mastery. Chill. Cold base spells chill your target, slowing them and stacking up to 6 times. Some cold powers can freeze targets who are affected by max stacks. Stunning the target, frozen targets recover sooner if they take enough damage. And encounter powers. Chill Strike. Encounter power, 80-foot range, 11.5 second cooldown, 53 to 61 cold damage. Hurl a powerful icicle at your enemy, briefly stunning them and adding chill. Spell Mastery. The icicle now shatters on impact, also damaging those around your target. Only main target is stunned. Entangling Force. 80-foot range, 17.6 second cooldown, 57 to 66 arcane damage. Stun your target, pulling them into the air and choking them for a short period. Duration of power increased for each stack of arcane mastery. Spell Mastery holds foes slightly longer, and when first cast, enemies near the target will be pulled towards them. Conduit of Ice. Same range, 15.9 second cooldown, 9 to 10 cold damage. Turns target enemy into a conduit for an icy storm, dealing damage to them and reduced damage to enemies around them for a short period. Damage is increased by 5% for every stack of chill, and those effects are constantly refreshed. Spell Mastery now adds a chill effect to targets hit by Conduit of Ice and increases the size of the area effect. Chill Strike again. Repel. With a forceful blast, push your target away from you at high speeds. Distance increased based on stacks of Arcane Mastery. And Spell Mastery now affects multiple targets. Ray of Enfeeblement. Over several seconds, deal damage to your enemy while decreasing their damage and mitigation. Debuff duration increased based on stacks of Arcane Mastery. Gains an additional charge. Spell Mastery gains an additional charge, and if recast on the same target twice, will double the effectiveness of the debuffs. That seems like something you would use against bosses. More Icy Terrain. Freeze the ground around you, briefly immobilizing targets hit by the initial freeze, then adding chill to enemies while they remain on the ice. Foes who reach 6 chill stacks. My lips and tongue aren't working. Foes who reach 6 chill stacks will freeze. And Spell Mastery now cast at target location. So it turns it from a PBAOE, or a player-based area of effect, to just an area of effect. To a ground target-based area of effect. Found a device. Steal time. Steals time from your enemies, slowing them while charging up, then shatters the stolen time to deal damage and stun enemies based on how much time you stole from them. The stun and slow are further increased based on arcane mastery stacks. Spell mastery. You and allies near you receive combat advantage and a run speed buff based on how much time was stolen and your stacks of arcane mastery. Okay. Propel, chill strike, ice rays. Blast 1 to 2 targets with icy beams, briefly immobilizing them and adding chill. The first cast of this spell puts a rune mark over your target. The second cast will fire at both the rune marked target and your current target. Spell effectiveness is increased if both beams are fired at one target. Spell mastery deals 50% more damage, immobilizes for an additional half second, and adds an extra stack of chill. And then more of the same, more of the same. Paragon powers shield. What's that do? Forms a constant shield that is diminished by incoming damage. Shield absorbs a large amount of damage if not diminished, and recovers if undamaged for 5 seconds. Can be recast to 2 pulse. That's kind of a mistyping there on their part. Can be recast to pulse the shield outward, damaging and pushing enemies away from you, but removing the shield's protection. Push and cooldown improved based on stacks of arcane mastery. Spell mastery. Shield absorbs an even larger amount when not diminished at all. In addition, the pulse will push enemies further away from you. Shard of the Endless Avalanche. Summon a boulder from the chaos of the Eternal Avalanche, and then use the follow-up power to hurl the boulder through your enemies, knocking them prone. Standing near the boulder will slowly build arcane mastery stacks. Eventually, after being created, shortly after being hurled, or after impacting 2 enemies, the boulder will shatter, damaging and knocking back enemy nearby targets. Spell mastery. The shard can now be dropped at target location and will prone targets it lands on. And there's that. And unleash a massive waves of ice, knocking away enemies, leaving them briefly prone, and adding chill. Create an oppressive magnetic force that dazes nearby enemies and then explodes after a brief delay, dazing them further. On cast, you build a stack of arcane mastery. Summon and slam down a huge blade of ice into your foe, leaving... Whoops. There we go. In the prompt, adding 3 stacks of chill. Ice Storm, Oppressive Force, Ice Knife, Ice Storm, Arcane Singularity. Creates a powerful singularity that sucks in all enemies in a large area. When cast, you gain a stack of Arcane Mastery. And then Paragon Power. I'll take a look at this later. And companions, I guess. And actually, I'm gonna...
We were lucky to drive Valindra's forces back. Thank you for aiding the wounded. They wouldn't have survived. I'm afraid I have a gruesome task for you. We've driven Valindra's main army off, but our Red Wizard allies are still harassing us with summoned undead. Private Hothodon is trying to drive them off with his archers, but we're short on ammo. Search the battlefield and scavenge some arrows from the dead, and then take them